Chag Sameach to everyone. Hope you had a wonderful Seder. The word Seder literally means order. It's similar to the word Sidur. The prayer book is also called a Sidur because there's an order to the prayers. So there's one meal a year that's called the orderly meal. Now, sometimes our Seders don't seem that orderly. Why is it that this is the meal that's called orderly? And you may say, well, there's an order to how to conduct the meal. There are 15 steps to the meal. But the truth is that every Jewish ritual and holiday and observance has an order, a system, a formula that you have to follow. So what is unique about this meal, the Passover Seder, that we name it the orderly meal? And the answer is that Maral Prague says that the word Seder represents the theme of this entire holiday. What is the theme of this holiday? Seder, order. Sometimes we look at the world and we see so much tragedy, so much misfortune, so much chaos, and the world could seem chaotic, and it seems like there's no order, there's no master to the world. The world doesn't seem to be running in any particular direction. However, the night of Passover, when we sit down to the Seder, as we did this year for the 3,335th time, since the Egyptians persecuted us, and God freed us and made us into a nation, and we celebrate our Jewish existence and identity and continuity, and we observe how all our enemies throughout history have tried to annihilate us, as we say in the Haggadah, and every generation they rise up to destroy us. They're all gone and we're still here today. We recognize that there is an order to the world, that there is a divine master that is controlling and running all of history. And we celebrate this order in this world, and it reaffirms our faith in God. If you were living in the time of the Egyptian persecution and you saw the Egyptians beating the Jews, and I asked you, which nation will be around in 3,335 years? Will it be these powerful, mighty Egyptians or these weak slave Jews? You would have bet all your money on the Egyptians being here today, not the Jews. But yet we are here, and there's only one explanation. That's because God took us out and said, you will be my eternal nation. And we count 49 days. Today's the third day from the Exodus from Egypt to the Mount Sinai experience where we received the Torah, which was the covenant with God. And it was that Torah that made us God's eternal nation. In our lives, we merit sometimes to see God's hand in our lives, the order to the world, and that affirms our faith in God. When I was a rabbinical student, I was 21 years old, and I went to Hawaii to help the Chabad rabbi conduct a Seder. He rented a restaurant called the Crab Catcher. We koshered it the night before Passover, and we had about 150 people come and conduct a Seder on Waikiki Beach. In the middle of the Seder, we ran out of shmura matzah. The rabbi said, can you go to the hotel room where we're staying and bring some more shmura matzah? As I walked from the crab catcher to the hotel to get the matzah, this couple dressed in Hawaiian shirts and shorts is walking towards me on the boardwalk. And they say to me in Hebrew, tell me, is there a yeshiva here in Hawaii? I smiled. I said, no, there's no yeshiva. I'm just here for the holiday. I said, why are you on the beach on the night of Passover? Why aren't you at a Seder? And they looked at me and they said, well, sadly, we were supposed to fly out to California today to be with our family, but we missed our flight and we're stranded here in Hawaii, and there's nothing here in Hawaii. At which point, there's nothing here. You see that restaurant on the corner? There's 150 people conducting a Passover Seder right now. They looked up, and in Hebrew they said, Efa, where, Bel Crab? They said, where? In the crab catcher? I said, yes, we kosher it. It's all kosher for Passover. I said, come with me. I'll take you right now. They said, we're not dressed appropriately. I said, okay, I'll tell you what. Where are you staying? They told me which hotel they're staying. And I said, go to your room, get dressed. I'm going to my hotel room to get matzah. We'll meet here in 15 minutes. We'll go to the Seder. Sure enough, 15 minutes later, I met them on the corner. They were all dressed for Passover. We walked to the Seder. They walked in. They saw tables filled with families celebrating Passover. They couldn't believe their eyes here on Waikiki Beach, just where they were thinking there's nothing going on. Right in front of them, there was a Seder. They stayed till the late hours, singing all the songs of the Passover Seder. And when they left, they said, we've had Seders every year of our lives in Israel, but this will be the most memorable and most special Seder of all. God runs the world. He is there for us. And when we see His hand conducting the daily affairs of our lives, it reaffirms our faith in God. This is a holiday to strengthen our faith in God and the destiny and the promise of God to the Jewish people and to all of humanity, that no man shall be subjugated to any other human being, that ultimately freedom will reign supreme for all of mankind with the final redemption. Have a wonderful day.